I'm outside, it's quiet. My dog just went back in. Today I'm gonna be talking about a little bit of motivation and talking about bullies and how bullies ain't good for nobody, not even for themselves, their families, etc. Right? It looks like it's about to rain, right? This is my backyard. I'm gonna let y'all know a little bit about Tantrum today. Let me see. Let me see. At least I'm trying to figure out how I could do this pause thing. No, no retouch. It feels like I'm in like the woods. Let's see, hold on. It's about to start raining. Alright, my dog went back in now. I can go back in now. I told you sometimes my dog, he be on his own schedule. Mm-hmm. Living life for live. How you feeling today? I'm blessed. Just let my dog in from outside. Another motivated day, right? What y'all got planned for the day? What do you got planned for the day? Anything exciting? I got a whole bunch of messages to keep up with. I got, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I guess it ain't that bad. I'm good, bro. Thanks for asking. For sure, man. Trying to be creative today. I don't know if I'm gonna do the whole hour of this session. I got a lot of things I gotta do this morning. I am uploading a video today. It's an powerful video. So if you can, make sure you hit the notification bell so when it comes on that first hour that I upload my video, I can try to get the algorithm to push up. I'll probably upload it at about 3 o'clock Eastern time, so I'll have it published by 11 so people could have it on. To the charity house to volunteer there. You volunteer there how many times a week? A day per week. I think you missed something, but a couple days a week, whatever. But that's a beautiful thing to volunteer. Hey, Luciana Success, how you doing? Just let my dog in. It's about to rain. It's cloudy, but it feels beautiful outside. Yes, that's what's up. I'm glad you're here with me too, man. Doing charity work's always a good thing because you could go out there and you could really help people and put smiles on people's faces, you know? Like anything is an act of charity, you know? Just waving to somebody might brighten somebody's day. So we're trying to build strong. I posted I got my video finished and I'm posting it today. It will come out at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm gonna post it so y'all will see about 11 o'clock. But I need the algorithm to hit. And then I got a couple more videos coming behind that. We're just gonna get consistent and see how many people's lives we can help and how many people we can impact. You know, keep it going. Keep the momentum going. Don't stop now, right? Yeah, it's been real hot, right? Like, me and my wife were just talking about yesterday that the roses was dying and how it needed some water and how we hadn't watered it like we should. And they said it was supposed to rain, so we're like, cool, that's what's up. But I was thinking about Thursdays, bringing my twin brother on, like twin Thursdays. You know what I'm saying? Go wake him up. If you don't want to get up, we'll just go live and I can slap him up live. Get up, get up, get up. Nah, then you might have to see me beat him up on live. Nah, I'm just playing. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna tag people in the description, right? So, hey, so look, when I tag people in the description, does it matter how many people I tag? Like, I don't want to over tag people, and I just want a certain percentage of people to come, you know, because I feel like if I tag like about 10 people, and then people could share my video, and then I post it on like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, different social medias, it'll probably pick up a little bit. But my whole thing is, it's not really for the views on this video. It's more as getting the message to the little homies that if you want to keep doing self-destruction, then that's what it is. Snapback vibes. How you feeling today? How you feeling? Yep, tag my top 20% for sure. That's what I'm gonna do. That's why I got them cards written down, right? So I only write names of the people in the card that I see constantly in my live streams, right? And so I know it's slowed down and I'm starting over, so I know it's gonna start off slow. But if I keep going, it's gonna be the momentum's gonna keep gaining. So most of the night, last night, most of the day yesterday, I relaxed. I didn't do much. The grandbabies came over, and then I edited my video and I did some stuff with OBS Studio so I could try to go live and then do live interviews. I might get some little dudes over here where y'all can go on and I put them on live once I get my audience up a little bit, and we can see what their problem is and we could all come up with a solution together to help the little guy or little girl. But so today is my day on the source, right? I won the wheel, so I'm supposed to have more people coming to my channel today. And so the new subscribers I get, like Lushana said yesterday, you don't want to have a shout out subscriber video unless your whole channel is for monetization and boosting people up and stuff like that, because if not, it's gonna throw off the algorithm, right? One video is gonna be about, like, per se, me, it would be one video would be about prison, and then the next video about be something totally different, basketball. The algorithm gets confused, right? So try to always keep consistent, right? So the way I understand that how YouTube has changed a little bit is whatever your video's about, just use the correct tags for that video. You know, you want to give the people what they're supposed to get. That's all. So I did write down I got a whole bunch of quotes, right? And so y'all know I didn't print them out or take the shortcut, use ChatGPT or nothing like that. I write down pages and pages and pages and pages of different quotes. And throughout the day, I try to remember some of these and I keep them in my mind, so that way when I get frustrated or aggravated or something, then it's right in the top of my mind what I need to do and how to handle certain situations, because I've been through it all. It's easy to go from 0 to 100, right? But the trick is from going to 100 back to 0. That's discipline. Living with Leah said, for the sake of not interrupting your live, I heard you speak about an email, so I can ask you some questions if it's okay with you, since I'm not on the same timeline as y'all. Yeah, for sure, for sure. All you gotta do is hit that link I right there, right? I pinned it to the comment section, right? You hit that link and you subscribe, and then you can get your own email list off that too, right? Just kind of follow the steps. It's pretty simple. And then you can direct message me if you need to ask questions or anything else. But I'm also going to be doing lives on the computer real soon. And that way when I'm on there, if y'all catch me on live and y'all want to learn anything, we'll learn it. And if I don't know how to do it, we'll use ChatGPT or other systems, and we'll figure out how to do it together. For sure, no problem. You're welcome. So I just feel like, you know, if we just keep helping each other. And one thing I was thinking about, like, there's a lot of people that will be in the lives and people's lives and will be teaching each other stuff, but then it's like they don't even use it. They don't go back and they don't go actually look at their channel and try to figure out what's going on. Everyone's channel could be tightened up. Every last one of us, even myself, right? I could go in there and I could switch stuff up and redo thumbnails and try to bring videos back to life. You know, you could do that, right? And if you put the correct tags and go back to like your first videos and see where you messed up at and start switching them around. Maybe switch the title, how to upload correctly, how to go live correctly, how to tattoo correctly, how to shade correctly, how to do line work correctly, etc., etc., etc. Because if I'm a tattoo artist and say I want to learn how to shade and I'm learning, I'm gonna hop on Google and I'll be like, or YouTube, and I'll be like, how do I shade, right? How to shade using tattoo gun, right? And that's what you gotta think about when you're making a video. All right, so I'm showing people how to shade. What would I look for? How to shade tattoos. Bam, there goes your title right there. Then you get a matching description, right? In the first 200 characters of your description, you want to have whatever your title is, you want to have that in your description a couple times. I ordered my own channel, but hasn't been in a while. That's right. I audit my channel periodically because we can do better. You're correct. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And so yeah, that's why I was making the mistake, right? I was out of my channel, and if it wasn't getting views and likes, it was like a flat line, I would just erase it. Like, all right, I'll edit a little bit, upload it again. But you're not supposed to do that, right? And see, that's where I messed up at. So on that one where I was praying for humanity, right? It was skyrocketing, right? There were so many comments that I could sit there and heart, heart, without even commenting back. I could do that for like 3 hours straight, and I still couldn't catch up, right? So I gave up on trying to comment back, right? But this is where I messed up at, is because a couple days later I uploaded another video, and a couple days later I uploaded another video, and then I didn't like them videos, right? So I deleted them, right? But when you delete that, the algorithm carries them people with you, right? So when you delete your videos in the middle, everyone that was riding that boat in the middle, you could basically say they drowned it in the ocean, you know what I'm saying? And then you got people back here that hasn't seen your videos in a while, so they're shifting off, and there's only gonna be a small amount percent. So the moral of the story is, do not erase your videos. When you upload them correctly. Good morning, Rodney and Melissa. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. So it is one of them days. I still haven't been to sleep yet. I be up all night studying and doing stuff. The grandkids was here. They was playing the games. Everybody was running around. They wanted to play board games and cards. They wanted to play cards with the cards that I have for the tattoo people and the YouTube people, the deck of cards. I just had that deck of cards in front of me, but I got a pen. I'm writing them down so no one feels like I'm leaving them out. And so then I was also thinking, on Fridays, I'm gonna start letting the trolls come in, right, for the whole hour. So when they come in and they get to roasting and stuff, then I could just see what their problem is, because obviously they have to get something off their chest. And I'm not gonna take nothing personal, because I don't even know who they are, right? Yeah, you said I look so young to be having grandkids. Yeah, thank you. That's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? The grandbabies, well, yeah, they're getting older now. My wife has 6 grandbabies, and I've been with her for 10 years. Is it better to unlist so that you will keep credit for them? Yeah, so look, you want to unlist. I would unlist any videos that you don't want up, right? And that way, you just don't delete them. Just don't delete them. That's where I messed up. Because if you look on my channel now, it says I only got like 14 videos, right? And before I had like 110 videos. You know what I mean? So now people probably think I bought a channel or I bought subscribers or something like that. That's why I posted my little shorts and how I got my subscribers through a couple shorts and stuff like that. Because I did hit the 10 million in 90 days, but it was no good and it's no money anyways. So, and then when you get monetized all the way, then you could always put them back up and give them a couple dollars for the ones you don't like. That's how I look at it. And so I was trying to figure out how I was going to turn that short into a long form, right? Praying for humanity, but I kind of got it, right? So I know how to blur the faces now because my editing skills is getting better. And then I could upload it, and I could start off with that clip, and then I could do a couple things. I could have a couple people that I tattoo get involved, but a lot of them don't like being on camera. Or I could just come on there and start talking about it for a couple minutes after. What do y'all think about short form videos? All right, so under 8 minutes, right? You don't want to go under 8 minutes because your ads. When you do get monetized, you want to be able for them to put ads in. And think, if you do like a 20-minute video, even though it's not recommended to do 20-minute video, right? Some videos you have to go in if you're educating a little bit deeper. So I would suggest, like Lushana, when you do like memberships, maybe have some of them videos be 20 or 30 minutes long with in-depth educational in there, right? Like these are video, and then it's only your top 20%. That's your loyal members, anyways. So they're gonna watch a 2-hour video if you put a 2-hour video, right? So that's a way for you to boost your watch time too. I was thinking about that too, right? You just add more value, so you're not leaving out all the sauce for your regular people that can't afford to be members or that ain't being members. You give them the sauce still, but the ones that are, them are the ones that will watch longer videos anyways. So that's like the loyalty on top of loyalty. That's how I look at it. I know that everyone got an hour or 2 hours throughout their day to go look at 50 people's type stuff. But like you said, there's only 20%. Right now that 20% is gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. But you gotta deal with that when the time comes. Yep, Snapback was saying the same thing last night, kinda. No, Snapback, her channel is gonna grow fast too, and she got some good people that come more. They're loyal people. And I feel like if everyone got their own loyalty people, not everyone in y'all's group is gonna like me or vice versa and vice versa. But it seems like my tribe is changing up a little bit. Majestic Lion, how you feeling today, man? He be out there singing, man. What was that, Frank Sinatra? Or it was something, no, you weren't doing the Frank Sinatra, that was someone else. But you were doing something like Frank Sinatra and reminded me of it. Ronnie and Melissa, we cut out interviews down to shorter videos, but then later we post the whole thing. It's been working for us. Yeah, right. You're right about that. And then you guys got so many interviews going on, you could make like a quick edit with like multiple, like make a playlist with the people in that, like a certain group of people that you interviewed, and then take clips out, right? And when you take the clips out, take a couple clips from each one of your videos, like key moments, and then make like a quick little 8-minute trailer, or maybe like even a 4-minute trailer. Don't even look at that one as being monetized for money like that, right? And that's like your advertisement. Come watch what we got to show and offer. And if you want to be on our show, boom, contact us, etc., etc., etc. Right? Thanks, bro. You're kind. Appreciate it. Yep, for sure, man. I'm only kind on camera, y'all. Behind camera, I'm a total asshole. No, I'm just playing. Kind of, sort of. Nah, but you gotta be strict with people. You gotta let people know that you ain't playing games. Because if you ain't strict with people, then people will try to play with you like you're a puppy. That's a good idea. We do that for Instagram to advertise. Yep. That's why I feel like they got them like Munch and different things like that. But you could go and CapCut and do it yourself. It don't take long at all. You know what I mean? CapCut take a little bit of time, and then they got this new tool. I gotta show y'all some of these new tools, but since they're demonetizing like AI stuff, I kind of got away from trying to teach y'all AI type stuff. Right now, I just do the AI type stuff for like TikToks and different stuff like that. You know, just for fun. But for sure, I feel like if everyone around here connects, man, we just keep growing, keep growing. I've been on a lot of people's lives last night, and it's crazy how some people's lives and the algorithm will pick up, and how, man, one dude, he was cussing at everybody this whole time, and he only had like $40 and some ones, and he kept showing his little ones and fives. But he had like almost 500,000 subscribers, so I couldn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I know is if you go live long enough and you start building stuff up, you get your tribe. So obviously, people liked him cussing people out, and he looked like he was doing something, and that was his tribe. That's not the tribe I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that are respectful, that respect themselves, and they got some type of damn integrity. Your wall is awesome, and the Mortal Kombat's fire. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, so the wall right here, these are all drawings that I've done, tattoos, right? And then the Mortal Kombat, there's a story behind that, right? And it was kind of cool because that's what caught my eye when I met Phenomenal, Mr. Phenomenal 504, right? Because he has the same arcade machine, right? And I was like, dang, that's crazy because I got the same thing, right? But I wanted to get like 3 of them, but my wife was like, no, you're not getting all them damn things. We having a whole arcade in my damn living room. And that wouldn't be cool, but it would be cool. Get it? But, yep, all this is work I've done, but there's a whole story behind the arcade, right? And it's a messed up and it's a kind of sad story. So there's been people that want to buy this arcade machine and it works perfectly. I can turn it on and play it and there's 3 games. But I don't ever even use it, right? Because I got the PlayStation 5 and that got way better graphics and all that. Snapback says he always does that. He shows his dollars and people rip on him, saying all he has is dollars and he uses that as his way to connect it with his audience. Yeah, right. So I seen some twins doing that too, right? They're up there and they're like, we're getting money. And they only had like 5 ones a piece. But what all they're doing, I figured it was clickbait. Because I thought about it psychologically. And that's what they're doing, right? They got people's attention. Because if they're showing money, then first people are going to start counting to see what they got, right? Like, man, what is they trying to show? And then it'll start picking up, right? So just like certain things, like if I did a live with this in my background, like how I do some of the videos, it picks up more retention, and people want to know what's going on because some people are infatuated with gang culture and gang life, right? But I just use that per se when I do my videos. That's just a backdrop, you know what I mean? And so I didn't want to get a green screen and pretend like I was on the movies. I thought about it, but like I'll have too much fun with the green screen. I'll be in my dining room jumping around like and making movie scenes and hopping out of helicopters and all kinds of stuff, right? So it's like I'm a grown little kid having fun. Technology is beautiful if you use it correctly. You know, I feel like with the medicines and quantum computers, as long as we take care of our health, that we'll be able to live a long, long time, right? So I did say this was Motivation Thursday, so I have to say a couple motivational quotes, you know what I'm saying, right? But I know one that I keep reaching to the top of my head and I want to do a drawing for, like have SketchUp or have AI sketch it up, ChatGPT, etc. I want to, the quote is something, the only time you should be looking down on somebody is when you're helping them up. And I like that, you know what I mean? I feel like that was something that was pretty cool because there's so many people that look down on like the kids. And like when I started this stream, I said I was going to talk about bullying and stuff, right? You looking down on the kids, the first thing the kids do is they clown each other for not having the latest iPhones or the good shoes. And it's sad. So I always encourage the little homies when they're here getting tatted to think and use better choices. And it seems like they listen to me for the most part. Like, at least they do in this house. I don't know what they do when they get out. Maybe they're faking like a Jamaican just to get a tattoo and they're out of here. But at the end of the day, subconsciously, hopefully I'm in the back of their mind because subconsciously, I can still hear some of my older homies tell me where I messed up at. And I can still hear their voices in my head. Flat out. Like, I could hear them saying they're proud of me that I stopped drinking and I switched my life around. And that's all they did was drink and gang bang and self-destruct. So, I try to teach them. And my younger homies, all the same thing. But I know how to bring it to them in a realer matter, I'll say it that way. So what's the weather like where y'all from? What's it looking like today? Is it gonna be hot? Is it gonna be cold? All right, so let me read a couple of these quotes, right? Words are like keys. If you choose them right, they can open any heart and they can shut any mouth, right? And like I always say, when you know your words, Words is everything. Mama Bowen, how you doing today? Good morning. Top of the morning. I hope you're having a blessed day. I feel like these quotes right here that keep me going right throughout the day. Like so, how I just said that one. That words are like keys. If you choose them right, they could open any heart and they could shut any mouth. Well, words is everything. When you learn how to talk, you have the gift of gab. When you know how to communicate with people correctly and read the room correctly, you can look around and see what type of person needs help in what type of situation. You know what I mean? If you only walk on sunny days, you'll never reach your destination. Right? That one's alright. Allow yourself to be. Hold on. I don't like that one. Do alone. Nah. So there's a lot of them. Like I just think of them off my head, and then I keep going. One plant a seed, one water, and God gives us increase. Correct, right? So we plant these seeds in our brain, right? And that's why I feel like you could program or reprogram anything within 30 days, right? Like when I quit drinking alcohol, I didn't go to NA, AA, none of that stuff, not one time in my life. Well, I have in my life, but not when I actually wanted to quit, right? When you want to quit something, you will. And subconsciously, you're going to do it, right? Well, at least for me, right? I guess I'm stronger than some people because some people can't and want to quit drinking alcohol. And I always say if you need to quit drinking alcohol or something like that, you got to go get help. Your life depends on it. And if you're on some type of drug or something, you got to go get help, especially if you got kids. Your kids depend on it, man. And I don't just get at the kids, I get at the parents too. Because the parents be getting bullied by the kids to do what they want to do out here. Right? Snapback says, one plant, one water, God gives us the increase. Right. Hey, sometimes when I be watching y'all's lives, I hit the little phone thing and I speak into it. Sometimes it says all the wrong stuff, and I'll be like, oh man, and I got erased. But one time I remember I was in Shonda Success's live when I first started going to her live, and like I hit the wrong button, and it threw up I don't even know what it threw up, like a whole Walmart scan recipe or something like that. And she was looking there trying to read it. She was like, okay, Tantrum. And I was over here dying, like, oh man. Like, I'm messing up the homies' lives. That would be cool. Yeah, determination, right? When you're determined to do something, you know what I'm saying, and you see destruction ahead of you, that's when you got to be wise enough to start turning the corner to the right direction, you know? There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. You know what I'm saying? Like, people could try to cheat the system, and there is people that cheat the system, right? But 9 times out of 10, you're going down. You're going down trying to cheat the system. It's a slow progress. Now, remember this, y'all. Even with this YouTube journey, right? It is a slow progress, right? But quitting, it won't speed it up. It won't speed it up at all. Let's go. Success is what happens after you've survived all your mistakes. That's all right. I guess it's all how you look at things, right? It's all how you keep looking at things, right? You only fail when you stop trying, right? So, like, say LeBron James, he went out there and he shot a basketball and he airballed it and he's like, oh yeah, this ain't for me, right? He would have never been in the NBA and played. Y'all get the point, you know what I'm saying? Since this is Motivational Thursday, I got to throw some motivational out there, right? And so, like I said, I write all these down. Like, I got pages of them. Like, I don't take the print. Well, I do print some stuff, like some things gotta be printed, right? But like, this is how you know I don't just have AI looking up stuff and I'm copying and pasting like a lot of content creators. I actually try to apply this stuff in real life, and I actually try to have the youngsters apply it too. Cassie's Kitchen Creations, good morning. How you doing? Everyone in the chat seems like they're having a beautiful morning. I know I got y'all up early, right? And then if y'all on the West Coast, it's even earlier. I apologize, but I appreciate y'all to the fullest. If you live for people's acceptance, you will. Nah, I don't like that. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember it. Yeah, right. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything because you're always speaking facts and the truth, right? But sometimes you don't want to just keep talking and talking and talking unless you're going live on YouTube, right? Then you keep talking and talking. Other than that, sometimes it's good to be quiet and listen and pay attention. But, all right, so value is a peace of mind, right? And I feel like when you value something and you accomplish something, then you get a peace of mind. Like when I work hard and I make money and stuff, and I know I could order extra food or buy stuff for the kids or the grandbabies or my wife or something, then that makes me feel appreciative, and it makes me feel like I brought value to the home, and I'm not doing like 90% of these other dudes is doing out here trying to live off the land. Yeah, it brought a couple of thoughts in my head, but I can't go into that right now because I'm in the middle of this. You can't reach what's in front of you until you let go of what's behind you, right? So that pretty much explains itself, right? Like all of these, I want y'all to kind of focus and take some of these to the heart. I Cherish Church Network, good morning. Grind rising for sure. I watched a couple of your videos last night too. I be trying to rotate, man, because like I said, there's so many subscribers, but as a supporters, what I'll do, like even with the new people, I'll go in and I'll talk to people, and even people that come to my channel, they'll be like, hi, I'm new here, and then I'll go watch a couple of their videos and see if we could go back and forth, and then if they fall off or wander away, that means they're not interested in my content and vice versa, right? And I try not, me personally, I don't even subscribe to the big channels like that no more. They got enough help, and if I accidentally click on a big channel, I'll accidentally click off of it too. But if I accidentally click on one of y'all's channel, and then guess what? I'm stuck there watching the whole video because I'm not clicking off. I'm not gonna mess up y'all's algorithm like that, right? Let's see, what's the next one? What other people think of you is none of your business, right? So if you spend 90%, 50% mind your own business and the other 50% staying out other people's business, you'll be all right. That's how I basically say that one, right? You know, like everyone's gonna have opinions. I tell people all the time, if I was going around and I was knocking on doors and I was selling Bibles, the little homies would be saying, man, Tantrum's weird, he's going around selling Bibles. But if I was out on the street burning Bibles, people would be like, dang, Tantrum's weird, he's burning Bibles. So that tells me no matter what way I go in life, there's always gonna be someone that don't like it, right? So you just gotta be content with self, right? And stay away from the weird stuff, right? Don't be content with doing weird stuff. Always educate yourself all the time. Constantly educate yourself, y'all. Yes, we are gonna scale up. I Cherish Church said, everyone in the room scale up. I gotta start remembering to read these comments because there's people that go back and rewatch the live again, right? All right, so a couple more, right? Don't give up on yourself. There is a reason why you started, right? So when you feel like you're gonna give up, start thinking about why you started, right? And basically talk to yourself of why you started and what you want to do, and let you know that you tell yourself you got this. And with God's help, you got this. If God's with you, who could be against you? Flat out. All right. Win in your mind and you'll win in reality. So that's basically like saying like be content. You know what I mean? Like I'm content with the stuff I have. If I had $1 million, $2 million right now, guess what? I wouldn't even buy a bigger house because who would clean that motherfucker? The moment when you want to quit is the moment when you need to keep pushing, right? And so I used to tell myself that when I'd be running. I used to do cross-country running, and man, that is mentally challenging. Right? And I used to always want to quit. And I'd be like, nah, I gotta keep pushing, I gotta keep pushing. Cassie's Kitchen Creation said, when people have a problem with me, that's their problem, and they need to deal with it. I live according to God's word, and I walk in his plan. Exactly. That's exactly right. Right. Like, who could have a problem with that? LaShawn Success says, exactly, Warren Buffett lives in the same old house. Oh, yeah, I didn't even know that. I don't even pay attention to Warren Buffett. Like, I thought he died. Like, my bad, I shouldn't have said that, but that was kind of wrong. But I get some of them confused. Maybe I was thinking of Bernie Madoff. I think I got him and Bernie Madoff confused. My apologies, Warren Buffett. Please don't send the tribe to come get you. Say that to Chef. Chief. All right, let me see. 2 things define your patient: when you have nothing, and your attitude when you have everything, right? So that really does define you, right? Is your patience is when you have nothing or when you have everything, right? It makes a lot of sense. All right. So there was a couple little quick motivational quotes for the day. I didn't write down a whole bunch of stuff and didn't get into a lot of stuff about the bullying, but I just say this, right, is the kids is bullying the parents, the kids is bullying the teachers, and it all starts with us. Well, you know, with the adults, and we gotta put it together for the little dudes, and we gotta teach them. And we gotta realize it starts from their house. They say by like 3rd grade or something like that, you know, the little kid's mind be figured out which way they want to go. So we gotta make sure that they're not on these tablets too long, but we gotta make sure we educate our babies. We gotta teach them to stay out the streets. And if you got friends that got their kids out in the streets, and I know a lot of people don't like you telling them, oh, keep your kids out the streets. No one wants to hear that. There's certain ways you gotta go about going. So that's when you gotta be creative, you know, and just pray for people, you know. The world needs prayer, and I cherish church. I seen how many people you pray for. Oh man, that is a beautiful thing what you do for people, man. Like, I didn't fully understand or comprehend what Luciana Success was talking about until I actually watched one of your prayer things, and I was like, wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, you know, because God is real. And a lot of people just don't see it, and a lot of people are losing God. A lot of people that's in the church that read the book every day, they're still lost. They don't even have God like they think they got God. Some people are crazy, but we just gotta pray for them. Pray for humanity, you know? We gotta pray for humanity, right? And so we gotta show them how to. And that's what I'm gonna do on one of my next videos, right? And so, like I said, I try to stay away from politics and religion and stuff like that on my channel. And I wanted to do the alien thing. Like I said, I'm still thinking about it. I'm not really into aliens, but the concept of alien is cool because we don't know what color he is, what language he is. Like, they're not divided. And so I look at like this, right, on a bigger scale, right? So everyone's killing everywhere, right? So like in the city, let's just say Chicago, right? The South Side's killing the North Side, right? But then when they get to prison, all Chicago stays together and they fight against other atmospheres. Illinois will stay together. Well, Chicago will fight against other people in Illinois, and then it gets bigger. Then they go to somewhere bigger, and then Illinois fights Florida and stuff like that, and then it gets bigger. The United States fights Russia, and then it gets bigger. You know what I'm saying? Bigger and bigger and bigger. But what I'm saying is that we're all humans. We're all humans, right? And so you got to love each other and understand that we all came from different cultures and people were raised differently, and that nobody's really better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? I always say that I feel like I'm better than a couple people, and that's like the child molesters and the rapists. But that's not even for me to judge. You know what I mean? I can't say who I'm better than and who I ain't better than. I just know that I got higher standards and I'm not a creep like some of them dudes is, or women now too, because there's a lot of those. Remember I told you my girl was getting stocked at Walmart and some creep pulled up on her, and I went on the app, on the sex offender app, and there's like 20,000 of them. I can't even go through it and have her try to identify the person, because after you start looking at so many people, everyone starts looking the same. So I just tell her to be careful and she shouldn't be going to Walmart by herself no more. And then when I woke up, I looked at her location and guess where she was at, y'all? She was at Walmart. People love their Walmart, don't they? But I feel like we gotta grow. And that's with everything, every aspect, whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually. We gotta educate ourselves. I know sometimes I sound like a repeat book, but y'all are barely getting to know me, so I'm gonna do a video where I just sit there. I'm gonna take this little camcorder I have right here. You see that camcorder? And I'm gonna sit right there in that chair, and I'm gonna just talk to the camera and tell y'all about my whole life from A to Z, right? And then that way I don't even have to really write that type of a book, right? So then y'all understand where I came from, what I went through, the type of fires I burned, and where I'm going. And then I feel like I'll get a little bit more support, because there's so many people that are crooks. Like, think about it, y'all, how many people use God's name and then they're buying mansions with the community's money and stuff. They're not even helping the homeless. The doors is closed, right? And so it's messed up, because the real tribe of the people of God, they can see it. They can see it. And a lot of people can't. And I don't know why. I don't understand, but I do understand. I understand that the devil is here. And so it's the devil's playground. We got to fight him. We got to continue to learn and lift each other up. So a lot of people, they get mad when they see like the blue flags and stuff like that, and then they see the book, right? So this dude, Stanley Tookie Williams, right? He was the founder of the Crips. And before he died, he had a Nobel Peace Prize. Nelson Mandela's wife was coming to visit him from Africa. The Crips and Bloods came together. We'll give you our guns for his life. And Arnold Schwarzenegger said, no. He could probably lift more weight than me. We're going to put him down. But they took him out. But before he left, he wrote a whole bunch of children's book. And if that was my role model and that's the leader of the chief, why wouldn't you keep his legacy going if he really seen the change and he's seen that the only way we could get to the only way to get to a gang member is from a former gang member, because other people is not going to understand that lifestyle. Not at all. They're going to tell you, don't do that. The fire, don't touch the flame, it's hot. But they're not going to understand how to really get to the little homies like I can. let's see, our church said, "Talk, brother. It's a form of God denying the power, therefore, yes." Rodney Melissa said, "Just had to lower the volume because I'm at work. My bad, let me be quiet." Nah, I get it. I get it. That's for sure. Commendable, Tantrum. That's really condemnable, Tantrum. Stuttering over words. Too early for this. Well, for real, right? Like these glasses right here, they're not really like my reading glasses, my tattoo glasses and stuff, right? So with these, I kind of still squint, but I don't really like glasses. I'd rather be sitting here talking to y'all like this, right? But then now the bags for glasses, right? But I'd rather sit here, but I'll be like this. Did y'all see Out of Paradise? She made a video, right? And she had her glasses up here, and she was acting like she couldn't find her glasses and stuff, right? I thought she was serious at first until I looked at the title, right? And it was like she couldn't find her glasses. But I don't know, man. I feel like this is where it's at, and we should continue to teach each other, and we continue to grow. There's a lot of people in our community that we can't forget about. You know, a lot of us are busy, and not all of us could show up, right? I see the damage in the glasses had done. Oh yeah, you see right here. Look, if y'all look closely, it was cutting my face up, right? So I had to switch my glasses around a little bit, and I gotta go get some better glasses. But they want an arm and a leg, and I got a trip to plan, and I got a birthday coming up, and then I got grandkids' birthdays coming up, and the rent's due, and tattoo material, and candle material. See, people don't understand how much it costs to run a couple businesses. Brian Melissa said, "My first husband was a GD from the South Side Chicago. Gang life is crazy." I get you, Tantrum. All right, so look, I'm gonna show you this, right? So they just pardoned Larry Hoover, I think, the founder of the GD folks from Chicago, and one of my friends, he was actually one of the main first 20 vice lords out of Chicago, and they just released one of the main vice lords from out there in Chicago when he threw a function, and dude came to see me. I'm trying to pull up the picture, right? Because matter of fact, I'm gonna post it later on my YouTube because I wanted to do that anyway. But because it's a picture of me and my friend, my brother that came to visit me, right? He drove like some hours away to come visit me, and I got a prison picture where it says together, so it's gonna show us in prison, and then 14 years later, it's gonna show us on the streets, and then like 10 years from now, it's gonna show us both being millionaires, because he just bought him a $7,000 grill, and he could cook about 600 hot dogs at a time. If the glasses were made metal, you have reaction to the metal as well. Nah, so these ones ain't metal, but so my regular glasses someone took off. All right, so the candles, look, let me show you the candles. These are the candles that my wife makes. Right here. Right, so she made things like this. This is a Fruit Loop one. And then we got wax melts. Rodney and Melissa got a couple. I think I sent them a candle and some wax melts, right? But they smell really, really, really good, right? The candles are amazing. Love ours. Yes. The only thing is with shipping these glass candles, if they break, we get the insurance, right? So you could get your money back, but you won't get a candle back. You know what I mean? So you have to order the candle again, and etc. So that's the only thing I was worried about. I was hoping that Rodney and Melissa got their candles. Yeah, they do look like edibles. People come in here and they be wanting to eat them all the time. There's that. Here, I'll grab a couple more. Let me show you. Most of them sell so quick. They sell out so quick. But I don't even try to sell them like on YouTube or nothing like that, right? But they smell really good. Like this one's chocolate chip. This one's cherry. And then that's Fruit Loops, of course. But there's all kinds of different ways. That's why I always tell people, like, you can teach yourself something, man. Now, there's been a lot of people that try to make candles and that's failed. I've watched people throughout these years try to copycat my wife's candles and they failed. Because it's trial and error and it costs money. And that stuff is not cheap, some of that stuff. It adds up, especially when you get to getting 40 different kind of fragrances. But yeah, they look like edibles. She made some cupcakes, and one time I came in and I thought they were real cupcakes. They smelled like the house smelled like cupcakes, everything. I was like, oh yeah, we're in there. So I appreciate everyone showing up. It's only gonna get bigger and bigger, the audience, and then I'm gonna probably start doing lives at nighttime. And I don't expect y'all. It's gonna be different audiences. I know I don't expect to get too much time out, y'all. But like I said, I'm gonna start doing different lives at nighttime to catch different atmospheres. Cause most of my people are on the West Coast, and so when I go live at 8 o'clock in the morning, it's 5 o'clock in the morning where they're, and a lot of people ain't morning people. And a lot of the people that I want to try to catch is the little youngsters, right? Both of y'all are tattoo artists? Nah, no. Hold on, let me see Snapback. I make candles and no, they are not cheap to make. There are different waxes are costly. Yeah, for sure, right? And you gotta know what kind of wicks, what size of wicks, how many to put in there. And so like I was gonna start a candle business. I got everything written down to do it, right? To get the business all the way up and going with the website and stuff. But you gotta have like a sticker on here with the exact weight, how much you put into this and that, etc. Right? So I don't know. I was gonna learn how to do it, and she always tells me, "Come on, you can come do it." And this room used to be the candle / tattoo room. Now it's the tattoo room / is gonna be the podcast room. As soon as I get a couple more things, I'll be able to do more with it, right? And I'll be able to have people come from out of state and do live interviews. And I still gotta work on my Zoom. It's crazy because all the people around me, you know what I'm saying, I still haven't got it all the way down. My twin brother could have been helped me. He's upstairs doing nothing but gambling all day. Nah, not all day, but I don't know what he be doing. But we got about 6 more minutes, and I'll be off of here, and I'll be off to the race because I gotta upload this video and I gotta get the correct keywords, tags. I still gotta do a quick thumbnail. Good thing I know how to do thumbnails quick, because before, man, I used to be stuck. Like, dang, it's gonna take me like 4 hours to do a good thumbnail for a video, right? Well, now ChatGPT, Canva, there's so many different tools out there. I think I could even get on ChatGPT and be like, can you make me an app? And I could create my own app right now, right? Cassie's Kitchen Creation said, everyone have a blessed day. And we hope you have a blessed day too. Bust out them candles and some foods. There you go. Got multi-talents all around us. Yeah, so the next video, it's going to be attention. You got to pay attention. I guarantee people are going to be watching. That's the only thing, is if YouTube algorithm pushes it, right? That's the only thing I worry about. Because if not, it's going to push. It's going to push because it's educational. It seems like this is what America lives for. If you look up how many people in America get incarcerated, we got like, I think China just passed this, but before that, we got the highest incarceration out of everyone. They're just locking this up like it's a business. You know what I mean? Like I tell stories, but some of the things be inappropriate on YouTube, right? Like if I go live, start going live while I tattoo, y'all gonna hear me say some real raw live stories that probably shouldn't even be on YouTube, but I'm gonna be speaking to the youth, and the youth's parents be here sometimes when I'm speaking to them, and some of the things is real raw and cut. Like sometimes you gotta use appropriate language, and you gotta be real raw what can happen to somebody because people don't understand the type of fire they're playing with. But so after the live, if y'all can remember to just drop a comment. Also on that last post that I put with how many subscribers you got, just put your number count. You know what I'm saying? And then hopefully check out a couple of people on there if you see anyone new on there that you ain't connected with yet. That's a way to get subscribers. And then, like I said, you want to go somewhere like go to vidIQ, right, or like YouTube or whatever that's called, and where they make big posts about how many subscribers you get this week. There's gonna be a lot of people that say, "Oh, new subscribers meet here in this section," right? Well, you want to go there and you want to go look for the right people. So now it's on y'all to put the work in. If you want that 1,000 subscribers, you could get that 1,000 subscribers. I'm telling you, you got to go networking. Got to knock on the door and say, "Hey, I'm right here." You know what I'm saying? Watch my video. I'm going to see what your video is about. If we like each other's stuff, we'll connect. But don't just do sub for sub because YouTube knows about that, y'all. You just don't sub and, oh yeah, grab someone else's phone and have them sub to their channel and his phone and sub. And then you're going to kill your own algorithm. You're going to kill your own channel. Lushana Success said, just remember that strong profanity such as F can essentially shut you down. Yes, I know, yeah. So that's why I always try to be mindful of what I say and what I upload. And I try to do it in real life too when I have my appointments here. It's just sometimes the little guys think something's funny. Like they could even watch someone get burned and they're gonna be laughing, "Oh, you got burned." And so then you gotta kinda get a little bit disciplined with them. Not like a parent, but like an older homie, you know what I'm saying? A bigger brother. I don't know, but I appreciate all y'all stopping through. It means a lot to me. Y'all know that, right? And like I said, it's different time zones, so I will be trying to live later on, probably tonight. If not tonight, I'll start doing it this weekend. But I'd be so busy trying to keep up with messages on not TikTok, Messenger, my Facebook, my tattoo scheduling, that I'm still behind. As soon as I get off here, I gotta go upload. I got a whole list of stuff to do. But I appreciate y'all stopping through. As always, I'm gonna go and stop through some of y'all's channels. I forgot to, I gotta write the names down again. Living Life with Luna. And we just all stay connected, y'all. I want y'all to all have a beautiful, blessed Thursday. Remember, God loves y'all. Keep striving. Don't give up. There's no such thing as giving up, man. That ain't our choice. Mama Bowen, have a beautiful, blessed day. I appreciate you, man. Your support means a lot to me, man. It put a smile on my face seeing you guys come here, man. For real. I have love for all y'all. Y'all are very appreciative. I'm very appreciative of y'all. If y'all need something, remember, leave a link in the comment. Download the email listing that I have linked in the description. And I'm telling you, it works, because if you do lose your channel, say I lose my channel, I ain't gonna be able to connect with all y'all like I wanna. I'll be able to get my top 20% because I can remember y'all's name. But 7,000 people, and if you want your channel to get big, if anything goes wrong, you want to have a backup plan. Trust and believe, you know what I mean? God bless y'all, and y'all have a beautiful day. Until tomorrow, when we're going to let the trolls in tomorrow without a moderator. So let's see what happens if that algorithm pick up. But They're probably asleep at that time. Trolls are usually asleep at this time. So have a blessed day, everyone. God bless y'all.